himself that it is normal. That's the reason why it is never going to get normal. Normal. Yeah. So anyway, he said that Labour Party is a dying one, so everybody will realize it later. While the obedient, the obedient were after him, and they said, "Now your career don't die. Now the funeral we they do now, like that. Sure you get." So anyway, we shall see. Talking about decamping to APC, as everybody don't they go join now for those states, for this part, for that part, everybody they go APC, but for the people of Delta states, okay, to formally confirm the total movement of the entire structure of PDP in Delta state to APC. Their National Assembly members tendered their resignation from PDP, and then their acceptance application, okay, anyway, the acceptance of the application in joining APC, all done on the floor of the Nigerian House of Representatives this afternoon.
Barrister Victor O. The subject matter of his announcement is resignation of my membership from the People's Democratic Party. And the message reads as follows. This is to formally notify you of my resignation from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. My resignation is as a result of the unresolved disputes at the national headquarters as well as the South-South zone of the party. This takes immediate effect from Wednesday, 30th April 2025. Please accept the assurances of my sincere regards. Signed, Right Honorable Barrister Victor O. I also have another announcement this time around. I'm sure Honorable Victor is Honorable Victor around? He's not on the floor. Okay. I have another announcement coming from Honorable Julius G. Pondi. The subject matter of this announcement is notification of defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. And his message reads as follows. I write to formally notify the Honorable House of my decision to resign my membership of the People's Democratic Party PDP and to henceforth align myself with the All Progressive Congress APC. This decision has become imperative following the unresolved and deepening division within the PDP's leadership structure, both at the national and zonal levels. The party's internal crisis has not only weakened its cohesion, but has also severely hampered its capacity to effectively represent the interests and aspirations of my constituents in Burutu Federal. After extensive consultation with my constituents, supporters, political associates, and key stakeholders, I have concluded that continued membership in the PDP no longer serves the best interests of the people I represent. Consequently, I have decided to join the All Progressive Congress APC, a platform I believe offers a more stable and progressive environment to continue my legislative duties. I wish to assure you, Mr. Speaker, and the honorable members of this House of my continued commitment to the legislative mandate entrusted to me by the good people of Burutu Federal Constituency. Kindly accept the assurances of my highest regards. Yours faithfully, signed, Right Honorable Pondi Julius Babojo, member representing Burutu Federal Constituency of Delta State. Is Honorable Pondi?
It is a long watch. There is no point. It's just to have it, to leave it here, like have it on record. All right. Some of them said that, we are just the ones reacting that way because the political parties in Nigeria have no ideology. Don't let anybody deceive you. APC, PDP, the rest, they have no real ideology. The ideology of their party depends on whatever their candidate says. So you can't join any of their party and say, oh, they are sort of like attracted you because of their ideas. No, it's just, cash and carry, turn by turn kind of an arrangement, paddy stuff. And no wonder it will remain almost impossible to get anything done or even get chance to elect any real leaders, unfortunately. There's no ideology. If tomorrow, I've said that before, right? If tomorrow they declared your Peter Obi as president, let him just have just 3 senators, 10 House of Rep members. If they declared him winner, give him just 6 months, right? Labour Party will have the majority members in the National Assembly. It is Nigeria. All they have to do is all of them to take off whatever jersey they are wearing. Then, if it is this Al-Qaeda People's Congress, People's Congress, APC, or people destroying people, Papa deceive picking on a picking deceive Papa kind of a thing, right? It doesn't matter. They will take it off, and everybody will begin to wear khaki and say they'll be labor leaders. You will see all those pot-bellied, overfed pigs that you called your lawmakers. They will take off all they are wearing. Quick. They will become comrades now. You call they see comrade Alaji Senator Otumba, or comrade Senator Honorable Dasuki. No, Dasauki. That's a title. It's not a name. Everybody could just turn to comrade. Before you know it, they wear khaki. See, Alaji, I think saying APC leader, APC care. We are transiting. This is PDP now. We are here to help Mr. President to fix Nigeria. That's why all of us are now joining APC. Within a year or two, there's a chance that out of the 360 members House of Representatives, you may end up having 340 of them as labor. It is Nigeria. It is what they feed on. They have nothing else. One of them said, if you see some of their colleagues who were members of the National Assembly a few years back who are no longer there, so many of them can't even afford to feed their children, talk less of even paying their school fees. It can be that bad. So when the quality of those who represent your government are pure shite, so you can expect the quality of the leadership to be shite. In Scottish, that's a shite. It's a shite. In German, is that what you call it? Shite? Princess, what do you call it in Germany when somebody says shite? Anyway, quality of leader, quality of leadership. Unfortunately, under Boko Haram, everybody became so vocal, dreadful of having RUGA situated next to them, not in your state, not in your local government areas. Why should we give our lands to the Fulani terrorists or the Fulani others, as you want to identify them? Why should we give our lands to people who have their supposed private business, like every other business? So we fought, and we thought we won, until Tinubu came. Now, Tinubu has not only just created a ministry for these murderers to placate them, he has also earmarked money, billions of it, like Boko Haram did, but they fly, right? He has earmarked money to pursue building RUGA for these terrorists. And guess what? In this AIT report, Plateau State that has been bleeding in the hands of these murderous, criminals, terrorists, has now become the first state. Plateau State is not a Fulani state. There are Fulani Sharia states in northern Nigeria. Up to this moment, not a single one of them has kind of taken it upon themselves or taking it upon itself, right, to at least build a prototype RUGA for their own people. Fulani versus Fulani, they don't give a shit, right? But Muftang, in the Christian Middle Belt part of Nigeria, has become a pioneer. How much did, I mean, Bokuwari gave Devulumayi $10 million. He gave Oplesu Zotingba $10.5 million. He gave Obaino, is that not the one in Anambra then? $8.5 million. There were many of them at that time that they gave the money to go and allocate land for RUGA in their state. Oplesu Zotingba turned Osu to a war zone where the people have become refugees away from their land, orchestrated by their governor. He hasn't really won. He's still there, forcing it, but he didn't succeed that much. I don't know about it now anyway. But Plateau State, where we recently, just witnessed this massacre of innocent people by these terrorists, unprovoked though. Now they have land being graded for them in collaboration with Tinubu, federal government, Plateau State government. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your first RUGA situated in Plateau State.
The Wase Grazing Reserve, one of the largest in Nigeria, played host to the Plateau State launch of the Livestock Transformation Program. According to the minister, E.D. Maiha, this reserve, along with others nationwide, is slated to become a central hub for modernizing the country's livestock industry.
Here we have come with a model that encompasses, apart from the housing for the families of the herders, there is also going to be massive cultivation of pasture. There will be a lot of development of earth dams for dry season irrigation of pasture, so that when the animals are here, they would have no reason to leave this place.
Concerns have been raised in some quarters regarding the program's potential for ethnic bias.
We are going to be involved in assisting those who wish to invest in massive pasture cultivation. Today, feed and fodder is not available to our livestock. They are stunted, the rate of growth is very slow.
The minister emphasized that the transformation is expected to revitalize other crucial sectors. These include the National Veterinary Research Institute, West Africa's sole vaccine production center, and struggling allied industries. A prime example is this Plateau State-owned dairy farm, which the state government is eager to revive.
This country is spending $1.5 billion to import dairy to this country when we have facilities of this nature. Our intention today is to partner with the state government and see that this place is brought back to life.
We are doing a lot in reviving all the livestock infrastructure in the state. And by the grace of God, everybody will have his share, whether it is haram or it is halal.
To foster understanding and ensure participation, the ministry also conducted several interactive sessions with both farming and herding communities, addressing their concerns directly.
Problem of farmer herder entrenched through effective policy on agriculture.
Let there be peace, let there be dialogue, let us have peace in Plateau.
The concept behind the Livestock Transformation Program holds considerable promise. However, the willingness of communities to move away from long-standing traditions and embrace modern practices.
Plateau State have dairy farm where they have their cows housed. Fulani terrorists were killing people in Plateau State, women, children, and then they said it is because they are looking for a place to graze their cows, like every other business. They have the right to buy land, build their ranches, but that is not what they are doing. Plateau State and Nigeria will put money together, take land from the indigenous people of Damangu in Plateau State, take thousands of hectares of land from them. Then they will now gazette the land. Okay? They will now build homes, school, and other shelter stuff. Like they will build shed for these Fulani terrorists. They don't have to pay anything. They just move their cows in. The intention is has always been about land grab, land grab, land grab. So this is just like giving it to them without grabbing. I don't know how to kind of describe how unfortunate it is to be inflicted with terrible leadership, spineless, hopeless mofos as your leaders. Like people travel from the Sahel, because I don't get it. There are so many of you who are from Plateau State, as they have caught you, Abi. We have those of us who are from different parts of Nigeria. We have Fulanis in Nigeria. So the Fulanis in Nigeria, they must be from some certain states in Nigeria. So how can you leave your state, gather weapons, go after people, indigenous people in their homes, in their villages, on their farms, unleash terror on them, send them to IDP camps in their own space? They didn't come to your space. You came to theirs. And for peace to reign, we have to take some of their land to appease you so that you won't kill them anymore. That is the solution. So I don't know how to explain that to you. How effed up that is. I don't know how to explain it. But at least you can imagine it. Sit down there, just imagine it as a man. But this is like one effed up situation. How did they arrive at that? And the Fulani terrorists are not interested in sharing land. They want you gone. That is why when they kill even children, they kill babies, because they do not want anybody to come back later and say, oh, I survived when you killed my parents and my grandparents for our land. I have survived now. I'm coming back to take our land. That's why they wipe people off totally. No mercy. People who have done nothing. Those who are supposed to protect them are making a deal with the devil so as for them to have what they call the temporary peace. Really? I don't know how to explain that or break that down for us. So I was talking about those they can pee earlier, right? Anyway, yeah. Is a road in Delta, one of the oil-rich states in Nigeria with highest revenue allocation to them every month. Yeah, after 25 years of democracy.
Sheriff is working when I'm not going to let me talk. When you talk, they won't use the power to block your mouth. Don't worry. Entrance of a Frusian. See, I don't do this with the plan for 3 hours, 3 good hours. See, all the jollof, all the SS, where they will talk rubbish. See, because of the seafood they shot the governor. Entrance of a fruit when you want to worry. See, both sides of the road no good, because they do want to move bridge give on another. They're like, Kata is twerking. Kata is twerking. See road. Everywhere is fucking smelly, bro.
The guy that was their governor for 8 years stole over 1.3 trillion naira. And then he was invited by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The guy made a deal. He joined the APC. The case dropped. Nobody's talking about the money he stole anymore. Rather, he did so well. He is the leader of the state, who is now leading the state to go and join Tinubu because they need to connect to the center so that Delta State can benefit from Tinubu. 1.3 trillion naira stolen. You will never see it anymore, ever. except if he probably wronged them again. They decided to use it against him as a compromise. Lord Nisurugon. God is patient. You know that. And the reason why we have to make sure that, and the reason also, rather, the reason why you have to give me my flowers. You see, what I am doing is a thankless job. Nigerians suffer from what is called Stockholm